Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Y'all, it's officially time we accept that summer is coming to an end. I know, I don't want to do it either, but it is mid-July. And I know some of you probably just started your summer. My East Coast friends, when you go until like late June, I feel you, that used to be me. But now I'm the teacher that ends before Memorial Day, which means we're gonna start working on school stuff now because I have like my leadership retreat at the end of July. And then as a teacher, I start back early August. Kids come back mid-August. It's coming, whether we like it or not. So today we're gonna hang out, you and me. We're gonna make this a little bit more pleasurable so that I don't have to be alone in this process. And we're gonna start diving into some school-related things for the next school year. Here's the cool thing. We're gonna start with something you're actually gonna care about because one of my ongoing projects and really long-lasting to-do list items has been updating my, what I call upper elementary anchor charts and notes reference sheets. It's basically those pages that I give to my students for notes for all of the math skills we work on throughout the school year. And I developed these for all of the 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade math skills a while ago. But once I started teaching here in Texas, I adapted them to be more of a fill in the blank style because I felt like that was a lot more meaningful for my students. Instead of just giving them a paper for them to glue in their notebook and never look at again, we would actually go through and fill in the notes together. And as I would show that on my channel, a lot of you were like, hey, I want that fill in the blank version. I'm like, I want you to have it too, but it's not ready yet because I was making the pages I was using with my students, but there are like over 100 pages in the actual document and I had not done them all. So that was a summer project that I had on my list and I was like, oh, we need to get that done. Y'all, it's done. I'm so excited. Let me show you. Okay, first of all, if you have not been using the split tab view in Google Chrome, you're living your life wrong and you need to jump on board. If you right click on a tab, the second option is add tab to new split view. And then you can choose any of the other tabs that you have open. It's beautiful. And then you can move this middle piece around. So this is the old version. Now, right now they look the same, but let's go to like one of the pages. So addition overview and addition overview. Okay, the old version like this had pages that were already filled out. So they were designed just to be printed and given to students to glue in their notebook, or you could print them poster size, hang them up in your classroom. But the new version has a fill in the blank. So I could print this page, give it to my students, and then I would have one like under my document camera and we would fill it in together. But it also has a pre-filled in version. So let's say a student is absent, you can just print this page, have them glue it in, or if you have students with accommodations where they need pre-completed notes, you have that as an option. I also added some additional pages, so I'm gonna get rid of the old version. If you go to any of the table of contents, first of all, they are all hyperlinked. So if I click here, I can jump directly to that slide and then it will list out all of the pages, but it also goes in that same order. So the first page is always the fill in the blank. The second page is the pre-filled in. So the product has a PDF that's ready to go, ready to print, but it also has the editable Google Slides file. So you can go in and customize any of it. If you don't like my definition, you can change it. If you want a different example, you can go in and make those changes. So if you already owned this product, just go to your My Purchases on TPT and re-download it. Like there's no extra cost. You get the updated version completely for free. If you have not already purchased this product and you are interested in it, I will have it linked for you down in the description box. But can I just say, this has been my labor of love for the past like 5 days. It's a total of 191 pages. It's been a lot, but it feels good. Like I'm proud of myself for getting it done. And I'm gonna apologize to y'all right now. The weather today, not cooperating. It's a super dreary, cloudy day, which I guess is kind of fitting for the theme of this video.
Come on, let's not be gloomy here, man. We're all in this together. We're a team.
Updating those note sheets is one way that I've already dove back into school stuff. Here's another one, although this one was kind of not really a choice. Because I'm going to be self-contained this year, teaching everything. So last year I taught math, science, social studies. This year I will have one class. I will teach math, science, social studies, and reading, which I'm a little apprehensive about, but it's fine. We're gonna get through it. Because I am teaching reading this year, I have to go through something called Texas Reading Academies. Now, on our team of 6, 4 of us are currently going through this, but there's 2 different paths. There's a longer one that's 10 days, and then there's a shorter one that's 7 days. I'm on the shorter path because I have already taken and passed the Science of Teaching Reading exam. I had to take that 2 years ago when I switched over from Maryland to Texas and had to get my certification. So I'm actually on that path with one of my other team teachers, which is nice because we get to buddy at the PD days. But last week, I had 2.5 days of PD. So it was 7 hours, and then like 3.5 or 4 hours. I think it was 4 hours. 2.5 days is the most you can do during the summer, and then the rest of the days will be during the school year. But I wanted to do those days in the summer because that meant I didn't have to do them like right when we go back to school. Now with this, I'm not gonna show you the binder because that has like district information on it, but we've been going through these modules. So last week we did modules, I think 4, 5, and 6. And it's a lot, like it's not hard. It's all information that I know, but it's just a lot of like activities, and we go very, very quickly through it. And then there are these like artifacts that you have to do and submit. But me doing things that my future self is gonna thank me for. Last week on Thursday, when I got home from those 2.5 days, we already had the information we needed for our first artifact, which was basically like a video mock lesson of how you would teach a certain like phonemic awareness skill. And our instructor had said like, hey, if you all wanna get a head start on this, it's not due until like November. But we had to submit a script and get that approved, and then you have to submit like a draft video and get that approved, and then you do the final submission. She said, you can go ahead and get started on it now, that way it's done ahead of time. And I was like, you know what, that's what we're gonna do. So I got home from the PD, I wrote my script, I submitted it, it got approved, I recorded the video, I have submitted the video, and now I'm in a holding pattern because my instructor was like, listen, we have not even gotten the like alignment video on how to grade and score these. So I'm gonna put yours on the back burner, and then once we get that information, I will go in and score it. But I've at least gotten it done, and I'm proud of myself for that. And I'm trying to remind myself that stuff like this, it's kind of reminding me of like my grad school days. Yes, it's gonna be an added obstacle for this year, but it's not gonna be that bad. I've already done 2.5 out of 7 of the days. So during the year, there's like a couple of times where I'll have PD and like other teachers won't necessarily, but it is what it is. And we're gonna put our positive pants on, or in this case, shorts. By the way, hold on, you can't even see it. Let me adjust the camera. Okay, that's better. These jean shorts are from Walmart, and I'm obsessed. I usually don't like jean shorts because they're uncomfortable. I don't know how people wear these all the time, but these are super cute, and I don't know, I'm obsessed. But yeah, we're gonna put our positive shorts on and just take it, one day at a time, one session at a time, one assignment at a time, and it'll get done. Next order of business, we're on to some fun stuff. And yeah, it involves the Pringles that are hanging out behind me. So if you were watching my vlogs last year at the start of the school year, you may remember that my Switch teacher and I made these little cowboy hats out of the snack packs of Pringles, and they were the cutest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And I'm doing that again this year, but I'm actually heading to my Switch teacher's house. Now, she's not my Switch teacher this year, she's just my team teacher, because we're not switching classes. We are not departmentalized, we are self-contained. I still need to let that sink in, but she invited us all to her house and she's like, hey, we can put them all together. So that's what we're doing. I got my Pringles. I just got this from, actually, I think I got this from Amazon, but your local grocery store should have like the snack cups. I think you can also find them at Costco. They just need to be the ones that are in these little containers, not the cans. And then this has brown balloons because basically you cover it with a balloon and that's what gives it the brown color. I'll show you when they're all completed. And then these are the little tags. I had already printed and prepped these at the end of the school year. So all I had to do was take them out of my bin. They're already hole punched. I don't have string because typically you would put a piece of string on it, but we're gonna see. My team teacher might have some. And then if we're feeling up to it, I don't know if we're gonna get to it, but I might go ahead and attach the labels to the water bottles. So the idea is they come on Howdy to see the classroom. They've got the Pringles that look like a little cowboy hat. And then I also have a little mini bottle of water and it says, welcome to 4th grade. Get ready to quench your thirst for learning. These are just printed on regular paper and you wrap it around the water bottle and attach it with a piece of tape. But I don't have many water bottles, so I'll have to go to the store and get those. But that is one of my things for today that I want to get done, is have all of these assembled, ready to go, so it's one less thing I have to do in the fall. Okay, we are heading out. First stop, I need to go to Michael's because I need to get brown either construction paper or cardstock. My team teacher does have string, but she doesn't have enough brown paper, so I'm gonna go grab that. And then I offered to bring us all Starbucks. So we're gonna do a Starbucks run, get to her house, get these assembled, and then maybe while I'm out, I'll go ahead and grab the water bottles. I don't know, to be determined. Cardstock secured, and I did go ahead and get some string. However, I did not walk over to Target and get water bottles yet because while I was in Michael's, it just started torrential downpouring, which meant I was forced to walk around the teacher aisle with all of the cute stuff, but I resisted the urge to make any purchases. So once again, proud of myself. And the after, they are all done, all prepared. So let me walk you through how exactly these are made. Let it be known, I am home, but I'm hanging out in my car because it's still raining. We've been under flash flood warnings all day. I think I'm just gonna leave the Pringles in the car until it stops raining.
I don't think it rained. My hip would be throbbing.
But here's the finished product. So little cowboy hats, you've got the tag, super, super cute. Now, these are made with a balloon. So you have the Pringles cup and you put a balloon over top of it. I got a pack of these brown balloons on Amazon. I don't love the color. They're kind of a weird color brown, almost like a green olive tint to them. Note to self, one of my team teachers made a bunch of different like variations, and one of them was a black and white cow print with a black rim. Totally doing that next year because it was super cute. But you take the balloon and you cut off like the end that you would stick in your mouth to blow it up. You're gonna cut most of that off. And then you stretch the balloon around the Pringles cup. So you wanna start on the underneath side, like not where the wrapper is. And then the kind of whole piece will be on the top where the wrapper is for the Pringles cup. Then the brim is basically just kind of an oval sheet of cardstock. I just cut these out of the cardstock I got from Michael's. And then you want to curl the edges. So you can take like a pencil and just kind of roll the edges around the pencil so that it curves up. You put a little hot glue on the bottom of the Pringles, put it onto the brim, and then you have the string to attach the tag. So I use that black string that I got from Michael's, but you basically just wrap it around. And then these tags I made on Canva last year. It says saddle up for a stacktastic year partner. Love, Mrs. Emerson. I have these as a Canva template, so I will link them for you, but I just hole punched them. And then I did put a little dot of hot glue just to keep the string down. You don't necessarily have to, like you can just tie it around and kind of let it sit, but there's a finished product. Honestly, more than anything, I'm just happy to have them done. I do think they're adorable and I love how they turn out, but you know, it's a lot of work. And it's funny because one of my team teachers was like, you know, I just finished reading the book, Don't Work Harder Than Your Students, and I kind of feel like we're doing that right now. But it was good just to kind of hang out with them and enjoy each other's company, catch up on our summers. It wasn't all of my team teachers there, it was only 4 of us. But I also started figuring out what I'm gonna do for my little back to school gift that I always give my team teachers. Last year, what did I do last year? Oh, I made these little baggies that had like, it was almost like a back to school survival kit, and I actually did them for like a majority of the staff members. I will probably bake something for a lot of the staff members, but just do a gift for like my team teachers. So let me show you what I'm thinking for that. So if you've been around, you know that we have like a cactus theme for our school. So I wanted to do a gift that could still be functional because I like for gifts to be functional. And I found these like plastic kind of cactus mason jar cups on Amazon. They came in a 6-pack, and I have 5 team teachers. So I figured that worked perfectly. And then inside of the cup, I'm gonna put some drink mixes. So this was inspired by, at Michael's, I saw this, what's it called? Craft Mix. Yeah, this is the brand. I know they also carry it at Target, but I ended up just ordering this pack on Amazon. They have different flavors and things, but it's like you just mix it with whatever other beverage, like sparkling water, or if you want to use alcohol, you can, but you can also do mocktails. This was a mint mojito pack, so I'm gonna put some of those in there, probably 2 in each one. And then I got some other drink packets. These are like Sonic limeade drink mixes. And then I also got these True Lime like water enhancer packets. So I'm gonna put some of those in there. And then I also, just because they were cute, got these like reusable ice cubes. And basically they look like little limes and lemons. So I thought that that would be cute to add in. I will be putting those together in a future vlog. So stay tuned, you'll get to see the finished product, but that's the vision that I had. I'm happy I can check that off the list because it's one of those things that I know I'm gonna do every year, and I like to change it up, and I kind of been thinking about it, but I hadn't solidified it. While I was at it, I also ordered a pack of mini water bottles. They'll get delivered later today, and I'm gonna try to go ahead and attach those labels, we'll see. But that way I will have that done, and that will go with the cowboy hats for Howdy. So I feel like today was a good day, just kind of easing back into it. And obviously I have already been working on school stuff. As I mentioned, I had the Texas Reading Academies last week, and then the past like 5 days I've been working on updating those upper elementary math anchor charts. So by the way, if you own those, go re-download for the update, but I will also have them linked in the description box if you're interested. I need to head out to the gym, and I don't think it's gonna stop raining anytime soon. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of my car and get ready for that. But if you enjoyed this vlog, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. We are gonna be jumping into some other school things, like just working through some of the items that I need to get done. So be on the lookout for those videos. But as always, thank you for watching. I love you so much. Don't forget to put your positive pants on, and I will catch you in the next one.